Lasermate. Eject. Operation. Channel intro.
Hello fellow YouTubers, LightWC Stop Motioner here. Welcome to viewers new and old, and today I'm looking at Transformers Animated Deluxe Class Ironhide. Yes, they actually made an Ironhide figure for a character that we didn't really see a whole lot. I've been meaning to get this guy for a while. He's like not really super expensive, like out of the Toys R Us exclusives, he's probably one of the cheapest. I just kind of kept putting him off, but I finally have him, and I'm really happy with him. So start off in this alt mode. I really like it. I've always wanted a Transformer that turns into a turtle. Seriously, it kind of looks like a turtle. It's nice though. It's like I said, it's really cool. Now this is just a remold of the Cybertronian version of Ratchet. I don't plan on getting that figure. I'm not really planning on getting any of the Cybertronian versions of certain characters because they only did it for Optimus, Megatron, and Ratchet. Didn't do it for Bumblebee, Bulkhead, or Prowl, so no thanks. That would be an incomplete collection. But at least I get to experience a version of the mold. Now you can put these weapons on the back. They're a little bit of a pain to get on for some reason. And also just make sure you get them facing the right way because one side is slightly slanted and the other side is flat. So you want the flat sides facing towards each other. Yeah, I mean, rolls pretty well. It's kind of a nice orangey red. Got the Autobot symbol there on the front. Painted, whatever you call these, roof lights. Overall, it just looks really good. So for some comparisons, here he is with my other Toys R Us exclusives. I mean, technically this is a mold, but based on Toys R Us exclusive, but this is the Takara version of Rodimus, which I'm still very glad to have and that I got him for a decent price. And here's RC. So, it's nice to have these three together. From Toys R Us, which is a store that to this day I still miss immensely. I'd give anything for it to come back. And here he is with Optimus, Ratchet, Bumblebee, and Jazz. So I do think these look pretty cool together, even if Ironhide does look out of place, because these guys are Earth vehicle modes, whereas he's Cybertronian. But still, I like how they look. So, I think that pretty much covers the alt mode. It's a little weird, but I love it. It's really cool. So now we can get on to the transformation. So, as with most animated Transformers, transformation is simple but enjoyable and very clever. So, just going to go ahead and attach the weapons. So to begin, I'm going to go ahead and undo the legs, fold them down, rotate, and then just snap this in right here. Go ahead and fold the foot out. When you do that, the heel should automatically come out. Heel is very tight. Alright, do the same thing on this side. Alright, then just go ahead and extend this section here. And go ahead and fold this down. And then this is just going to plug in to that hole right there. So just go ahead and slide these in. And just go ahead and tab these right here. You can fold it out. Then do the same on this side. Then rotate here. And go ahead and fold this down. Fold the head out. Make sure you have this rotated properly so you can fold this in right here. Just gonna straighten the arms out, angle these up. And then just go ahead and take this right here and push it in, and that should pretty much lock it in place. And when you're done, there you have Ironhide in his robot mode. And I gotta say, this robot mode is really nice. Head sculpt looks good. Got the nice chin there. Has a sculpted in smirk. Now he does have light piping. It's not really gonna show because I got a light shining on him, but it is there. Apparently, when they were designing this figure, they had the budget to either give the Fugitive Waspinator a new head or this guy, and they went with Ironhide, which is probably for the best. Since Wasp's head looks similar to Bumblebee's in some ways. Of course, that figure never ended up coming out. Which, really, as you know, when I just think about the canceled animated toys, it really makes me kind of depressed. So, let's focus on the bright side and just look at what we got. Overall, detailing is really nice. Now, there seems to be a little bit of a... I'm not sure if that's intentional or not, because this line is... This yellow line right here is closer to this one. And then here the yellow lines are like evenly spaced. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be like that, or if it was just a paint mishap. He's fairly stable. Animated figures do kind of have a tendency to fall over sometimes, but he seems alright. Alright, now his weapons, just take them and go ahead and plug them onto his hands right here. There's just these things right here, and they kind of just grip onto the hands. Here's where you can really tell they were kind of running out of money or funds for these figures, however that works, because they didn't even fix the Ratchet's war wound here. That just carried over to him. He's got this pretty neat feature where you just push this right here. It's a simple gimmick, but I don't really mind. The figure doesn't sacrifice anything for it. So for some comparisons, once again, here he is with Rodimus. Really would have loved to have gotten the rest of Team Athenia. We know they were going to make a hot shot. We've seen the prototype. Never came out. It makes me so sad. And then here he is with RC. So once again, the Toys R Us exclusives. And I think they look pretty cool together. Alright. Then, once again, here he is with Optimus. Let's scoot these back a little bit. Here's Ratchet. Here's Bumblebee. And here's Jazz. So, this is what almost, but never was. But they were going to have the main 5 Autobots from the first live-action movie. And, as we all know, Season 4 never happened. So, at least we have Ironhide, so I can kind of create what was almost going to be. Even if we don't have what was going to be his Earth form, which, once again, is a bummer because his Earth form was like just the perfect design. Now for this guy's posability, Head is on a ball joint. You get some up and down movement, and some right and some left. A little bit of side to side. And then because of the transformation, you do get some backwards movement there. Shoulders are on ball joints. They can do a full 360. They can go out to the side, about that far. Yeah. You get a bicep rotation, a double jointed elbow, which is really nice. You get a wrist swivel. Legs can kick forward that far and back about that far. They can go out to the side. You do get a knee swivel. You get a knee bend. And I guess you do get foot articulation. I'm not really wanting to mess them because I'm happy with the configuration I have them in right now. So overall, articulation is pretty nice. For a figure that's over a decade old, it still holds up pretty well, aside from like not having ankle tilt. So, I think that pretty much covers this figure. So I'll go ahead and stick them on the display. Okay, so there's Ironhide with my rearranged Autobots display. And it looks pretty nice there. This is one of the last Autobots I need. The only other one out of the ones they made anyway that I still want to get are the Activators Cliff Jumper. It can probably fit in the front here pretty easily. But then, of course, I still need to get Samurai Prowl and Jetwing Optimus, but those are real expensive, so those are going to have to wait. But in terms of if I recommend this guy, of course I do. It's an animated figure. I pretty much always recommend them. At worst, a figure is just okay. But what can I say? He's got a great alt mode. Transformation is very fun and clever. And robot mode is great. Good detailing and lots of good articulation. And as I said, he's not super expensive. When I look online, he's usually in like the $20 to $30 range. So, he's definitely worth getting, especially if you're an animated fan. But of course, that's what I think of the figure. As always, please be sure to comment down below what you think of him. And if you like this video, please be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, and God bless.